Middle English period 1100 1500, a detailed history. Historical background. The Middle English period began after the Norman conquest of England in 1066, when William the Conqueror defeated Harold II at the Battle of Hastings. This event brought profound political, cultural, and linguistic changes. Let's see the key influences. Norman French became the language of the ruling class, law, and government. Latin remained dominant in the church and education. Old English survived among the common people but started evolving rapidly. We are moving on to the political and social developments in that period. Norman rule, 1066 onwards, introduced a feudal system. Norman nobles replaced the Anglo-Saxon aristocracy. Plantagenet kings 12th and 15th centuries, strong monarchs like Henry II, Edward I, and Edward III ruled. English gained prestige under their reigns. 100 Years' War 1337-1453 increased national identity and pride in English language. The Black Death happened 1348-49, reduced the population, changed labor structures, and contributed to the decline of feudalism. Now we are going to see linguistic features in Middle English period. Middle English marked the transition from Old English to Modern English. Major changes happened. Vocabulary. Huge influence from French and Latin. Example, justice, government, religion. Grammar. Loss of many inflections, more reliance on word order. Spelling. Not standardized, varied by region and script. Pronunciation. The great vowel and shift began in the late Middle English period, changing the sound of long vowels. Dialects of Middle English. There was no standard English during this time. Middle English had 5 major dialects: Northern, West Midland, East Midlands. Later became the basis for Standard English, Southern, Kentish. Middle English literature and major authors. Geoffrey Chaucer, 1343-1400. The Canterbury Tales is the famous work, most famous work of the period, written in East Midland dialect. The next one, William Langland, pious plowman, religious and social allegory. John Gower, Confessio Amandis, moral and romantic themes. The Pearl Poet, Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, and Arthurian romance. Now we can see the literary characteristics. Use of vernacular English, mix of French courtly themes, Christian morality, and folk traditions. Increasing use of rhymes over alliteration. Role of the church and education. The church was immensely powerful. Latin was used for all religious and scholarly writing. However, the rise of English religious texts like Wycliffe's Bible, late 14th century, signaled changes. The University of Oxford and Cambridge grew in influence during this time. End of the period. The invention of the printing press by William Caxton in 1476 helped standardize English. By 1500, the language had transformed so much that Middle English gave way to early modern English used by William Shakespeare.